Okay, so I've decided that we can go ahead and get the cattle underground as well as the chickens. It's important to sort of have them going. And we can also bring down the wheat farm and get it going. I'm a firm believer in taking advantage of the fact that things will happen passively while you're busy doing other stuff. So typically I do the chickens underground. Even when I'm underground, I go down another couple of layers. That just keeps them from being able to interfere with and get in and out, and it cuts the hassle way down. I do the same thing with the cows. Increasingly, I'm starting to wonder about that. I used to dig a pit, and then I would have a walkway around the top of that pit. And the whole idea was you could stand on the walkway and feed the cows. But the longer it's been since I've done that, the more and more I realize how much extra digging and what a pain it becomes. So I'm just going to do a cattle room that has the double gated entrance. And I think that is going to be a superior process. There is one small problem, and that's going to be getting the cows down here. I don't have a stairwell. We didn't do a train stairwell. So what we do have is the drop shaft, and that'll do for baby cows, but not grown-ups. So I'm probably going to bring babies down. Right now the grown-ups are growing up right above us because they're inside of our chunk. And that means that even though they're 200 or 100 and some odd blocks above us, 65 blocks, whatever it is, they're growing up. So we can go up there, breed them, get the babies, and knock them down the chute. And I think that's what we'll have to do. But first, chickens. We take our ladders and I'll probably do wheat over here, and I'll do the chickens maybe under the wheat. I'm trying to think. There's going to be dirt in the floor. I don't want to have a dirt ceiling. So you have to go down. Let's see here. If I do cattle over there, do chicken and cattle together and keep the sounds down. But there will certainly be a garbage disposal here. We can go ahead and do that right now. If you'll remember, when we came down here, we found lava, and it was over on this side here that we found it. So there it is. So there's our garbage disposal. So that allows us to just kind of do things like that and get rid of the garbage. And then if we do cattle through here, we'll want a gate here. I'm not certain. Is this going to come pouring out at me? Okay, so this will be the cattle room. This is kind of convenient because I need dirt for the chicken farm. You don't have to have it, but I do prefer it. I've left this open here because I want to be able to look in. So this will give us a gate here and a gate here, and that'll keep the cattle inside. Trying to think here, always thinking. If we put the cattle in there, I'm going to want a room to put chickens in. This is why I build my rooms so big. All this ancillary stuff. So I just try to picture cows in here, how much space I'm going to have. Would be nice to stumble across some diamond in this. Believe it or not, you'll reach a point where you're tired of cows. You'll have too many of them. You can honestly just be like, you'll have more leather than you know what to do with. But to start with, it really does help to have a nice big cattle ranch, if you like. Do they need dirt? I don't know. If they don't. I mean, there's no, I don't know about it, but they don't need dirt. But if I were Mojang, I would reduce cattle growth rates on hard surfaces. That's one of those things I just wouldn't tell anybody about. I believe when I played the World of Warcraft, there was a lot of stuff that they just didn't tell you. And it was sort of up to you to figure out, trial and error. And I do like the idea that nobody says anything about it, but guess what? You don't look after the basic well-being, you find yourself with poor performing cattle. Okay, that feels pretty big. Let's make certain it's an odd number though, because I prefer that for lighting. Seven. By 11, great. All right, awesome. So, I just like that. Looks nice. Okay. Chickens. Okay, chickens. I should have done a doorway first and then the drop down. Oh well. Let's get back to it. Okay, so that's a pretty good chicken room. I don't like the look of granite. I tolerate the other stones, but I just don't like the look of granite. Okay, so there we have chickens and we have cows. Crops. Well, this one we have to measure out. So we want to go 8 blocks this way. As before, where we encounter the future branch tunnel, we'll put up some windows. Now, we're down here below the lava level. So we make certain that on our bar is something we can block lava flow with, in the event that we have to. Really am surprised I haven't stumbled across some random diamond. Are you kidding me? Oh, I hope it's at least enough to make a pickaxe. It is. Now, please don't accuse me of cheating. Here's how you know I'm not. We're in survival. Watch what happens if we try to change to creative. We get the warning. Okay, so we are still in straight up survival. Okay, let's jump ahead and start our field. So that keeps the water from coming out the door. Keeps you from having to deal with the gate. But I forgot. We have a new bug in the game. Yeah, it used to be water would flow off of a cobblestone, but now it won't. I mean, it will flow off of a slab, I mean, but it prefers, it's not, it's treating slabs as partial blocks, which I suppose it should, but it didn't used to. So that kind of sucks. And it looks like my water's gone. Nope. Now it is. Let's go gather our crop. Oh, you were going to bug me. Just did it this way. So look at that. The only cow's down here. Only cow down here. Oh my goodness. It's like you went through a time warp. It's the wrong tunnel. That is a trip. Look at that. You have got to be kidding me. The only other option is that somehow they went into the nether. Okay, and there's one more thing we need to go to the nether for. The most important thing of all. We want to transform this into our bubble lift. And for that, we need soul sand. Soul sand. It's strange, but I don't remember seeing any the entire time we were in here earlier. It's not rare, but it does tend to cluster where it clusters. There's some down there. Not super handy. But better than nothing. Now we don't need very much of it. In fact, we need one piece, but we're eventually going to want some of this for another wart farm. So, might as well get a good chunk of it. Slowly as you encounter, ghasts, you will be replacing your front porch with stone over time. Put the water there like that, so we don't have to do this twice. Okay. We're going to put the soul sand here, like that, and then we'll get ourselves a couple of signs. Put the signs, where we don't have to look at them too much. And then we bust out that last support. And that is my Bubble Vader. Ta-da! Come on and take a free ride. Let's time that. About 9 seconds. 9 seconds. That's 23 seconds faster than the alternative. Yeah, I gotta say that is that's good. I like that. Okay, let's go collect our chickens and get them downstairs so they can get started breeding and feeding and making babies, and we can get ourselves some arrows. So we just need a little grass seed, and of course,
the chickens.
So just like with the cows, it's a little bit of chicken shoving. And eventually, boom, down the hole they go. It does take them forever to fall down the hole, though. I mean, forever. We actually beat the first one down. That's what I meant by forever. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got to get rid of the water so they can complete the journey. I just killed one. That's nice. Give a chicken a hole you don't want a chicken to go into. The chicken goes into that hole. It's the way of the chicken. Decent sized herd. Not very long amount of work. All right, we'll go ahead and cut that video short there. This is supposedly the 10-minute day series, but wow, that was a long one. So as you can see, we got an awful lot of cows going on back there. Probably ready to start doing a little bit of harvesting on them. Quick look downstairs shows quite a few chickens. That one's getting very healthy indeed. We don't need them for the meat anymore, but we still need to make some arrows. We've made a nether gate. I'll go over that in another video. The bubble vader back there, of course. We've got wheat going in the background, and hey, look at that snazzy floor. All right, thanks for watching Not So Daft Minecraft, where it is thunder and lightning time. I have been Gosib. You have been great.